up, people? It's Mr. Motherfucking R here today, of course, to give you guys Outbreak Company Episode 5 motherfucking review. And this week's episode was actually pretty simple. It's basically Shinji continuing to teach at his school, Minori constantly trying to bring up BL, boy love, and the students get really into it. Of course, the princess is doing weird shit as always. Gilus turns out to be a boy love fan, like a BL fan. He making jokes like I don't bat for the same team. He doesn't even know what it means because of this fucking security bitch who's always talking about BL. Like legit, like are we gonna teach him BL today? Like, but the students are actually getting involved in it, and they're becoming really good learners. And Shinji's doing like his plans, like talking about games, and then the kids they get into like this argument, and all these girls are like 2D dating sims, and these two doors are like no 3D dating sims with figures, and then you just see like these 5 dwarves come out, and they're like dwarf guardians for life, and I'm just like what? And they're like this girl who should be in my thumbnail, like right in the middle. She's like you fucking pedos. I'm like oh my god, it was really good. It really was. Also, while this is happening, Elbia, the fucking animal chick with the fucking tail and the ears. Apparently, it turns out that she isn't a cat. She's part werewolf. Wow. And apparently, she uses painting in order to, soothe her instincts of killing and stuff like that. And it turns out that, she was doing some crazy shit. Like basically, he hadn't seen her in a while, and he's still doing his late night studying with Misuel. And she's asking him some questions, but he isn't really paying attention because he's more worried about what the fuck's going on with Elbia. And the thing about it is, it turns out that she was in heat. Like she was drawing like this crazy ass like picture, and it looked freaky as shit. And I was like, "Is that Shinji?" Like, oh, you just see this dude. Oh, she kicks him out. He looks scared as shit. He has fucking nightmares about her killing him. And then he wakes up and he's like, oh my god, thank god it was only a dream. And then he looks up and she's right on top of him. And you just hear this fucking scream. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then all of a sudden, of course, they run in. And Misuel, they break open the door. And you just see Shinji. And he's just fucking like moaning. I'm like, oh my god. Apparently, it turns out that Elbia was in heat. And it doesn't happen with everybody, but Shinji is special, and there's this whole thing with Misuel. You better be on your guard. And she's like, I will. And then all of a sudden she realizes what she said. She's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't. But either way, it was a pretty simple episode. It really was. But I don't know. It was enjoyable. It seemed like it went by fast, and I was really immersed in it. That's why I got to say that it was a 9 out of 10 good episode. I mean, when you really look at it, it was 21 minutes, but only felt like really like 10. And I was like, whoa, like it went by fast, and I was just so immersed in the story, and I was so into it. And it is getting somewhat better because Shinji is finally, and Misuel is seeing it, that Shinji actually has a chance to break down these barriers between the nobles and the common people and make everybody see each other as equals in a sense, because they're starting to. I mean, dwarves and nobles, they're arguing in class. It isn't like fucking hang him because he has a different opinion than me. And so, it's really good. It just is. I'm really enjoying it. And like they said at the end of the episode, you're the main character now, Shinji. You've got a cat girl and a maid. You officially got your own harem. Like, but I mean, the princess was only in for like one scene, and so was like Gilus, and most of it was basically just him teaching. I'll still say it was a good episode. Yeah. So with that being said, it's Mr. Motherfucking R. 9 out of fucking 10. Good episode. Peace the fuck out.